If you're over 60 and you're still doing crunches every morning thinking you're building a stronger core, I need you to stop right now and listen to what I'm about to tell you, because what you're doing might actually be quietly damaging your spine, and nobody's told you this yet. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because I've seen it happen to so many people just like you. People who did everything right, who stayed active, who tried to take care of their bodies, and ended up with back pain, herniated discs, or worse, simply because they kept doing an exercise that was designed for 25-year-olds, not for a body that's lived 60, 70, 80 incredible years. I actually heard from a woman in my community not long ago. She told me she'd been doing 50 crunches every single morning for over 15 years, because that's what she was taught back in the 80s. She was proud of that consistency, and honestly, I understood why. But when she finally got an MRI for ongoing lower back pain, her doctor gently told her that years of repetitive crunching had likely contributed to the wear she was seeing on her lower discs. She wasn't lazy. She wasn't doing anything wrong by old standards. She just didn't know that her body's needs had changed as she got older. And that's exactly why I'm making this video today, so you don't have to learn this the hard way like she did. Here's the truth. Crunches were never actually a great exercise, even for young people. But when you're younger, your spine has more disc hydration, more flexibility, more resilience to bounce back from repetitive spinal flexion. As we age, our discs naturally lose some of that cushion, and crunches, no matter how gently you do them, force your spine into a repeated forward curling motion, over and over, thousands of times if you've been doing them for years. That repetitive motion is exactly the kind of stress that can aggravate or even cause disc bulges, especially in the lower back. Add in the fact that most people do crunches with poor form, pulling on their neck, holding their breath, using momentum instead of muscle, and you've got a recipe for strain, not strength. But here's what really gets me. So many seniors keep doing crunches because they think it's the only way to get a flat stomach or a strong core. And I want to gently tell you, that's simply not true. In fact, crunches are one of the least effective ways to build real core strength, especially the kind of core strength that actually matters for you right now, at this stage of life. What matters more than ever isn't how your stomach looks. It's whether your core can keep you steady when you're getting out of a chair, whether it can protect your back when you bend down to pick something up off the floor, whether it can keep you from losing your balance and falling when you turn quickly, or step off a curb. That's real core strength, and crunches don't build that. Not even close. So what should you do instead? I want to walk you through a handful of movements that are safer, gentler on your spine, and honestly far more effective at building the kind of functional strength that protects you in daily life. And the best part, you can do all of these at home, no equipment needed, and most of them take less than 10 minutes total. You don't need a gym membership, you don't need fancy machines, and you don't need to be flexible or in shape already to start. That's the beauty of these movements. They meet your body exactly where it is today. The first one is called the bird dog. You start on your hands and knees, nice and stable. Then you slowly extend one arm straight out in front of you, while extending the opposite leg straight out behind you, keeping your back flat and steady the entire time. Hold for a few seconds, then switch sides. This move trains your deep core muscles, the ones that wrap around your spine like a natural corset, and it does it without a single bit of spinal flexion. It also improves your balance and coordination, which, let's be honest, becomes more important every single year. The second move is the dead bug. You lie on your back, arms reaching up toward the ceiling, knees bent at 90 degrees. Then you slowly lower one arm behind your head while straightening the opposite leg out toward the floor, keeping your lower back gently pressed into the ground the whole time. This one feels almost too easy at first, but that's the beauty of it. It teaches your core to stabilize your spine while your limbs move, which is exactly what happens in real life. whether you're reaching for something on a high shelf or walking on uneven ground. The third move, and honestly one of my favorites for seniors, is the standing march with a twist. Just stand tall, lift one knee up toward your chest, and gently rotate your torso so your opposite elbow taps toward that knee. Alternate sides slowly and with control. This builds core strength, hip stability, and rotational strength, all while you're standing, which mimics the way your body actually moves throughout the day. The fourth one is the wall or floor plank, modified to your ability. If you can get down to the floor comfortably, a modified plank on your forearms and knees is fantastic. If getting down and up off the floor is tough on your joints, you can do the exact same exercise standing up against a wall. Just place your forearms on the wall, walk your feet back, and hold your body in a straight line, engaging your abs the entire time. This builds isometric core strength, meaning your muscles are working hard without any repetitive bending of the spine at all. And the fifth move is simply a slow, controlled seated march. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, hands resting lightly on the seat or your thighs, and lift one knee at a time, slowly, with control, really focusing on engaging your lower abdominal muscles as you lift. This is perfect for those days when standing balance feels a little shaky, but you still want to work that core. Now, here's what I want you to really take away from this video. Strength training after 60 isn't about chasing what you used to do in your 20s or 30s. It's about training smarter, listening to your body, and choosing movements that build you up instead of breaking you down. Crunches might feel familiar. They might feel like real exercise, because that's what we were all taught decades ago. But familiar doesn't mean safe, and it definitely doesn't mean effective, not for where your body is today. The goal isn't to punish yourself into strength. It's to build a body that moves confidently and comfortably for as many years as possible. I also want to say this clearly. If you currently have any back pain, a diagnosed disc issue, osteoporosis, or any other condition, please check with your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise routine, including the ones I just showed you. Every single body is different, and what works beautifully for one person might need to be modified for another. This video is meant to give you ideas and information, not replace personalized medical advice. If this video helped you see crunches in a completely different light, do me a favor and let me know in the comments which one of these 5 moves you're going to try first. I read every single comment, and I love hearing from this community. And if you know someone, a parent, a neighbor, a friend, who's still doing crunches every morning without realizing the risk, please share this with them. It might be the video that saves their back. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed and you've got that notification bell turned on, because next week I'm going to show you the truth about walking versus strength training after 60, and which one actually matters more for your longevity. Trust me, the answer might surprise you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take care of that incredible body of yours. It's carried you further than you probably even realize, and it deserves movements that honor it, not ones that wear it down. I'll see you in the next video.